Primate isn't a January movie, it's the January movie. It really is just the Gordy scene from Nope stretched out to 90 minutes. And it's a pretty good time. Well directed, not too long, and does go a bit further than other January horror slop. When someone falls off a cliff, you don't just hear a splat, you see them fall all the way down and bash their head open on a rock. It's pretty great. This not actually a zombie movie is a bit more of a slow burn than its predecessor, focusing more on the unlikely friendship between Ralph Fiennes and this giant feral man with his dick out, as well as Spike, who has to deal with an even crazier Jack O'Connell than the Michael B. Jordans did. This isn't the movie I expected to have a one-man metal concert as a major part of the climax, but I'll take it. I don't know what this guy's problem is. If I were stuck on an island with Rachel McAdams, I would not be acting this way. All a fan of classic Sam Raimi, you owe it to yourself to check out Send Help. This is the deranged, bile-soaked freak show Sam Raimi that we haven't gotten in full since Drag Me to Hell. We only got a taste of it in Multiverse of Madness, but it's on full display here. Also, I just want to say, if you hated that movie because of the way it was directed, it is your fault Sean Levy is directing every superhero movie now. Look, Iron Lung isn't perfect, but on the spectrum of both video game adaptations and YouTuber movies, it falls very cleanly on the positive end. It's kind of like if you gave lore to a 2-hour Markiplier Rage compilation. My favorite part was when he gave Jacksepticeye super cancer. Fuck this. Psycho killer. Qu'est-ce shit. This is one of 2 movies on this video that I watched as a 1, 2, 3 movies cam rip, and I still felt ripped off by this one. Advertising said this was from the writer of Seven. I can only assume they meant they dug through the guy's garbage to find all of his first drafts and fed them into ChatGPT, which then puked this out all over the screen. Atrocious. Never make anything ever again. Okay, back to something good. Not only is this one of the funniest movies I've seen in years, not only does it have the single best use of a Black Eyed Peas song in film history, not only does it single-handedly justify the existence of Canada, but it stars a guy who actually makes a fedora work. I know about the boycott, but I saw this one opening night on 1, 2, 3 movies. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Caught comeuppance for booting Melissa Barrera, but it still made bank, so I guess the joke's on all of us. The story is boring, the new characters are completely flat, and the old ones are clearly just here for the paycheck. Matthew Lillard is quite literally phoning in his cameo. And the kills, for the most part, are just so uncreative. I should not be this uninterested watching someone get stabbed to death. And I'm not saying this as a joke, this isn't hyperbole or anything. Scary Movie had a better killer reveal than this. Hoppers is a lot of fun. It's like one of those environmentalist movies you saw everywhere in the 90s, except it gets progressively more unhinged as it goes along. It brings up its own similarities to Avatar, except this movie has actual personality. That might traumatize any small children in the audience, I'll always score points in favor of. You know, I appreciate when a movie tries to take risks, especially when adapting from a famous source material. I just find it way more interesting than an adaptation that plays it too safe and changes virtually nothing. I want to say that I have a great amount of respect for this movie that I really didn't like at all. It takes a lot of risks, and about half of them I'd say worked. The other half made the whole theater smell like toast for some reason. I wanted to like this one, I really did, but it's just a fucking mess. Despite looking like the love child of Boldor and a head crab from Half-Life, Rocky's a pretty cool guy. This is a lot like Interstellar meets Arrival, but a lot more, I don't want to say dumbed down, but it is more lighthearted for sure. Also, it has a much better story than Interstellar. Oh, whoops, I wasn't supposed to say that. And it's great to see Lord and Miller actually behind the camera for the first time in well over a decade. Hopefully, they didn't torture the special effects team this time. Well, if you like the first Ready or Not, good news, this is basically just more of that. More insane rich people with weapons they barely know how to use. More screaming, more swearing, more blood explosions, all overseen by the soul-sucking eyes of Elijah Wood. This is Wait, didn't I just talk about this movie? I was gonna use this as a joke, but They Will Kill You is pretty much identical to a movie that came out literally the week before. It is essentially Ready or Not 2 meets Dollar Store Kill Bill. I'm not gonna say no to that, but still. Which one is better? Well, They Will Kill You has some pretty impressive fight choreography and a strong commitment to practical gore effects. But Ready or Not 2 had better pacing, better setup, better acting, so that wins.